Today we're going to be going over the pen tool, which can be found in the lower portion of the toolbar or by hitting the hotkey P to select it. Generally, the first use of the pen tool is to create paths. I just made a new canvas, so let's double click the background layer to unlock it and start with our first path. Alright, so the basics of the pen tool. You can see these 3 points right here on the ends in the middle are called anchor points. No matter where the path is, it'll always have to go through those anchor points. They're anchored to the canvas. These 2 points right here and here are the handle points. You can alter the handles by holding down Control to change the curves of the path. They determine the amount and the angle of paths going into their anchor point. These handle points don't always have to be perpendicular to each other. By holding down Alt or the Option key and clicking, you can change individual handles by themselves. So now what do we do with this path that we've created? Well, one thing you can do is to right click on the canvas and go to Stroke Path. The stroke path will implement the brush tool on the path you created, using the options or whatever the brush tool is at right now. So back with the pen tool, let's stroke the path. And it brushed it with a black line because black is the current color we have selected. Another use of the tool is to make masks or selections with it. We can demonstrate that with this shield right here. Let's say you want to select this inner portion of the shield right here. Simply click on where you want, and then using your knowledge of the anchor points and handles, simply make a path around the shield. Now remember, you can go back by hitting Alt on another handle to change its direction and or strength. Now one common problem is accidentally placing an anchor point in the wrong place. To fix that, either do Control Z or Command Z on a Mac to undo it, or if you're already in too far, you can just hold down the Control key and click on the point to move it around. Once you have finished up making your selection around the circle, you then can either make a mask with this or use it as a selection. Let's right click and hit Make Selection. Hit OK, and now you have the marching ants around the center, and you can do whatever you want with this just as you would any other selection. Well, that's it for the pen tool. Today we're going to be going over the type tool, which can be found on the toolbar or by hitting the hotkey T for text to select it. You can change its settings up on the top, like its font or the size of the text, and some visual settings, as well as what color you want the font to be. To use the tool, simply click where you want to start typing, and you can type with unlimited margins all the way across the screen. If you want to confine where your text can be, simply click and drag your defined location. You can change the alignment of the text at the top, as well as modifying some formatting options to make it look a little more artistic. And one last way to use the tool is to use the vertical type tool. This will type words up and down. Because of all the options for this tool, there are a plethora of ways that you can use it. Well, that's it for the type tool.